It's Bria Marie. Yeah, you might want to subscribe. And that's on period, sis. It's Bria Marie. Yeah, you might want to subscribe.
What's good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video, and hopefully you like it and you subscribe and join Marie Mafia. And if you are returning, welcome back. You already know we about to jump into another video. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes, but obviously by the title of the video you see what it's going to be about. So let's jump right on into it. Things to keep in mind in 2026. You feel me? We in a new year, and I want us to move a little different this year. I don't know about y'all, but I know I'm going to. Because I mean, like, why crave change yet stay the same? So if you want change, you gotta change some shit up, right? Yeah. So new year, new us. As cliches as sound, I don't care. You know what? I'm gonna speak for myself. New year, new me. Number one, I'm not even gonna touch on this one too much because I got a video and a few of them, honestly, in regards to such. But lose the weight. Lose the weight. And I'm not talking to the ones who don't care and they're happy and comfortable in the skin that they're in. That's beautiful and I love that for you, baby. But I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to the ones who start over every Monday. You wanna care to raise a hand? Yeah. Who start over every Monday? The ones who say, I'm going to start on the 1st. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to walk. I'm going to get my water in. I'm going to make sure I'm doing this, that, and third. And by the middle of the day, you are having a cheat meal of some shit that you already had last week and you already know what it tastes like. Can we stop starting over this year? Let's stop starting over Monday. Let's start over right now. And also, that ebook is dropping. Go get that. Thank you. Thank you. Number 2, stop matching energy and just restrict access. I used to be definitely one to match energy wholeheartedly. I'm never gonna be the girl to sit up here and tell y'all, oh, I'm just some angel, I'm so perfect, no, boo. I used to be very karmic, you understand? So yeah, if I can change, you can too. You feel me? But stop matching energy and just restrict access. We sometimes throw ourselves out of alignment without even knowing it by matching someone's energy. Especially when we match energies of those whose vibrations are very much so lower than ours. And we scoop down to their level to teach them a lesson. Now you done threw yourself out of alignment. For what? It's not worth it. Stop matching energy and just restrict access. Don't allow those individuals to have access to you anymore. Don't speak to them. Don't reach out to them. When they reach out, you don't respond. I'm on that. You feel me? Yeah. Ooh. Talk to them and talk to yourself. Let's take our own advice this year. A lot of us give great advice. Great. But we don't apply it to ourselves. We don't apply it to our lives. There's always a but when it comes to ourselves. How about we start implying said advice that we give to others and see how our lives turn around with doing such. I just recently started doing that as of last year, and baby, the growth I made within a year. Pat on my back, because what? Yes, love that for me, and I love that for you. So let me see it. Yeah. So let's start taking our own advice and putting it to use for ourselves instead of just dishing it out. Let's take it. 4, improve self-love in our relationship to ourselves. When we hear self-love, we automatically think of, oh, getting our nails done, getting our hair done, and getting our feet done and massages, and let's go out to eat, and let me do facials and do all the things that I want to do for myself. That's all cute and cutesy and dandy and all that. But self-love is also keeping promises to yourself. Yeah. How about we stop letting ourselves down this year? Stop promising yourself that you're going to do something. Stop promising yourself you're going to do right by you, and you don't. And you got every excuse in the book as to why you cannot do what you said you was going to do for yourself. Stop letting you down. That's the part of self-love. Can we work on that? Keep our promises to ourselves. It's okay for you to break that promise to yourself, but when that man do it, I'm just saying, like, you feel me? Yeah. Protect your energy. Please, please, please. Heavy on the use your discernment. It will literally, and I know I've said this in a previous video, I feel like I have. It will literally save your life. Your discernment will save your life, but protect your energy by all means. People are not always what they seem. You think you know people, and sometimes you don't. And you don't also know what people are into. A lot of people are energy vampires. They harvest on your energy. Especially when you're a high vibrational person such as myself. They harvest your energy to use it to manifest off of it. To some people may try to destiny swap with you. Like, it getting real spiritual. It's like, we could get into that in another video if you would like. I would love this happen. Love this happen. Nevertheless, start protecting your energy. Pay attention to the people you talk to, and when you tell them certain things, how their reactions are. Pay attention to their body language. Pay attention to the facial expressions, the change of the tone of their voice. Start analyzing. Y'all be blowing past shit that I be thinking like, and me myself, I am neurodivergent, so you know, I tend to, and I have spiritual gifts on top of that, so it gets real wild with me, you feel me? But I see everything, even the little things that people don't think I see, and I feel it. I feel the shift in the energy, like, heavy. I can pick up most of the times when somebody's playing in my energy, when somebody's trying to harvest my energy, nonetheless, I don't let people play in my energy, and I hope you start to not let people play in yours either. Let's work on healing our nervous systems and also retraining our subconscious. So, as far as healing our nervous system, I do EMT tapping. If you do not know what that is, I suggest you look some videos up on it on TikTok or YouTube. But EMT tapping has definitely helped me tremendously with healing my nervous system. As far as reprogramming my subconscious mind, I love subliminals. Subliminals, I fall asleep to them. They're amazing. Look into those as well if you want to know more about that. What people don't understand, it starts from the inside out. Do you feel me? Do you understand me? I'm a little congested. I know I sound a little stuffy, so bear with me. But nonetheless, it starts from the inside out. So if you want to change, you want to become a better person, you got to work within to get to the outer. You feel me? Tap in and listen for real, because I'm really speaking to you. If you know, you know. Moving on. Stop letting people back in your life. Get off the hamster wheel. Baby, if I cannot repeat this more than enough times, to say the least. Stop letting people back in your life. That includes friendships, some family members who have made the beds and now have to lie in them, ex relationships, things of that sort. Stop letting people back in your life. Get off the hamster wheel. And what I mean by that is learn the lesson the universe is trying to teach you the first time, so you don't have to keep repeating karmic lessons over and over and over and over and over again. The same energy in different vessels, because that's all it will be. You don't need to learn that lesson again. If you learn to get off, let it go. Drop it. It don't matter how much you miss them, how much you love them. Oh, that's blood. Oh, that's this. Oh, that's, oh, we've been friends for this long. Oh, we got history. That history. Respect and boundaries overall. Yeah. Moving on. For the girls that don't, let's start putting effort into how you look, boo. Like, let's start doing that. And I'm not saying you gotta beat your face down all day, every day. You can't leave the house without makeup. Can't leave the house without that. I'm not saying all that. Because I don't do this every day. If you know me, you know me. And you know it gets like this when I'm ready to get like this. But on the regular, it gives a natural, pretty, clear skin. Let's start for the girls who don't. I'm not talking to the girls who give, you know what I'm saying? You already there with me? We here? You get me? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But, yeah. Let's start having a skincare routine. You know what I'm saying? Let's start doing more than washing our face and throwing Vaseline on it. I heard some of y'all be doing that. I know you can do better than that. So, let's start working on that. Brushing our hair, putting it in a ponytail, or if you don't wear your real hair, make sure your hair is done at all times. You should not be leaving the house with a bonnet on. This is not debatable. You should not, I repeat, be leaving the house with the bonnet on. This is not debatable. A little lip gloss, a little mascara, a little something never hurt nobody. And for all the girls to be like, I don't know, I don't do all of that, I don't need all of that. You need something, boo. Ain't nobody gonna tell you. Because they so used to you looking a mess anyways. But you need something. Okay? Another thing. In 2026, as a grown woman, or whatever you identify yourself as, if you feel that you are feminine, whoever I'm speaking to, if you are, you feel me, there is no reason why you shouldn't be able to do a little 1-2. You need to know how to put some type of makeup on. Because I'm not hearing the girls that be like, oh, I don't do makeup because I don't need all of that. Okay, you go to an outing, a formal event where you need to wear a gown, and you show up with your bare face in your pretty gown. You come looking a mess. You do that. No one's looking at you. You're immediately eliminated. Who even is this girl? Why is she here? 2026, boo. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do a little 1-2. There's too many YouTube videos, too many TikTok videos. Buy the makeup, sit down in the mirror and practice. That's the only way you're going to learn. You have to practice. You're going to fuck up. You're going to mess up, excuse my language. Practice, though. Practice makes perfect, but there's no reason as grown-ass women in 2026, we don't know how to do a little 1-2. I'm not saying getting your makeup professionally done is a no, but I'm saying every time you want to wear a little makeup, you got to go get it professionally done, beat by Brie. Lids by Raya. Like, they gotta be in your face every time you want to put a little makeup on. You gotta drop some bread anytime you want to put a little makeup on. Imagine me going to pay a bitch to do this to my face, and I did this in 15 minutes. Are you kidding me? I wish I would. Like I said earlier, pay attention to your intuition. It can and will literally save your life. Now, me, myself, I have spiritual gifts, so I do get downloads, visions, if you will. I've been getting these since I was a child, and I suppressed my gifts for so long because they used to scare me. But as I've gotten older, they became more prominent and became more like I couldn't ignore them. And I don't ignore them, and I've learned my lesson from ignoring them a few times. A lot of are not spiritually gifted, and that's okay, but everyone has an intuition, and I strongly encourage you to follow yours and pay attention and listen to it, because it will save your life, literally. No more putting off your goals this year. People are already sleeping on you. What you look like joining them? Wake the fuck up. I'm talking to me too. I steady put stuff off, and you know what? That leads me into another thing. We'll get into that in another. It's coming up. Stop putting off your goals this year. Prioritize what you've been saying you was gonna do. Let's see you do it. Let me see you do it this year. This year, can you do it? You gonna do it this year? Because remember, like 2 and 3, 4 years ago, you said you was gonna do it and you never did it. So like, when you gonna do it? You gonna do it this year or like next year again? Because you always be like, next year or a Monday or a Tuesday. I'm going to start Monday. I'm going to start on the first. Like, you going to do it finally? Like, what we doing? Yeah, girl, what? Like, let's see. Told me we going to. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a good one. Assignment over attachments. Now, me, I'm going to get into this in another video. I'm going to do a whole video on this. I had a crazy ass shroom trip before, and it awakened me to some, like, my entire destiny damn near, right? I'll get into that in another video. Very cool video, very in-depth, and very, you know what I'm saying? If you in that, you in that. Very spiritual video. If that's what you into like me, then you will very much so enjoy that when I present it to you. I pretty much say all that to say I found what my assignment in life is. That is not for me to disclose. You will soon obviously see it unfold in front of you. But with that being said, attachments mean nothing to me now. I know what my assignment here is, and that is the goal. You feel me? So if that means having to eliminate certain people out your life because you know they no longer serve a purpose in your life, that is what you have to do. The feelings, they'll subside eventually. Logic over emotion, and assignments over attachments. I don't care who you are to me. If you are becoming a blood-sucking entity instead of who you should be to me in my life, you are gone. I don't care who you are. I'm going to get to where I got to go in life, whether you there or not. You feel me? And if I got to leave behind, toodaloo. Stop putting us spiritual people on a pedestal. Also, stop trolling us too. And when I say stop putting us spiritual people on a pedestal, I mean that as in, please understand, baby, that I am healing, not healed. Don't provoke me into doing something to you. And the last, understand that I'm healing, not healed. So stop provoking me, bro. And then when I get pushed there, don't go scrutinizing and pointing a finger. Oh, look, she's not really spiritual. She's not really healed. She's not really loving light. Where there's light, there is dark. Bitch, don't fuck with me. You hear me? And that's just that. Normalize teaching people how to treat you. I do not believe in, you can't tell people how to talk to you. You can't. Yes, you can. Oh, because I will teach you how to treat me. Because if you do not treat me accordingly, you will be dismissed immediately. And that's just that. And I have no remorse about it. Because you are not going to come into my world, into my life, and treat me how you feel is best fit. No, boo. Here's the rules. These is what you should be following. And if you not, you gotta go. Simple as that. Have you on teach people how to treat you. Otherwise, people are going to treat you how they feel they want to treat you. People also are going to treat you how you present yourself. As cliche and as shallow as it sounds, people are going to treat you how you present yourself. How you are perceived is how you will be treated. If you look like you will be treated like, and that's just society. It's sad. Yes, we know it's not fair, but that's just the facts of it all. So yeah, let's work on teaching people how to treat us. Watch how you speak over your life. Listen to me. People don't understand that words are spells. That's why it's called spelling. Like, words are spells. You understand? Watch how you speak over your life. This is coming from somebody who's man. Some of the things I used to say about myself actually hurts my feelings. Like, why would you talk about yourself like that? That's you. Like, don't do that to her. Don't do that to you. You feel me? And also, like, even the little things. Oh, I ain't broke. Oh, I'm ugly because you're hearing all that. Oh, I look a mess. Oh, I this. Oh, don't speak negative over your life, boo. No, I don't play like that. You can never catch me. Now. Before, hell yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's footage on it. I'm probably the one who's presented it to you. But you can't pay me to do that now because I know better. So once you know better, you do better. Because once you know better, it's kind of hard not to do better. So once you know better and you don't do better, the universe gonna show you why you wish you would have listened to doing better. Understand that the disrespect was all the closure you need. If he or she is not texting back, if he or she is not answering the phone, if you have cut this person off but you wanted to reach out and you still have a pull to them, and shut that down immediately. The disrespect was the closure you needed. They showed you how they feel about you. They showed you how they feel like you deserve to be treated, and they showed you their character. Let it go. Let it be what it was. Learn when to let go. Moving on. Become hyper self-aware. See, me, I live by this. There's nobody on this planet can tell me about myself that I don't already know about myself, whether it's good or bad, whether I want to hear it or not. Maybe it's something I don't want to hear, but I already know it about myself. There's nothing you can tell me about me that I'm not already aware of. You understand me? And I pride myself on that, because it's kind of hard for somebody to clock your tea when you already know your own tea, and you already come to terms with your tea. You comfortable with who you are, what you've been through, what you've done, things that you may have regret. You know what I'm saying? But you come to terms with that, and you are who you are. You evolve. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody shame you with shit you already came to terms with. This can be for men and women, but heavy on the men, because y'all battle this a lot more than us. But fight that demon of lust. And I beg of you, please defeat that demon of lust. For most of y'all, it's the demon of Jezebel that you guys have attached to you. And every time you give in to lust, you're training your brain to crave comfort over challenge. Lust is the cheapest pleasure with the most expensive consequence. Like, battle that, handle that immediately. Lust ruins men because it blinds you. Yes, love clouds your judgment, but love don't blind you. Lust completely shut the lights out. When you're a slave to lust, it negatively impacts your prefrontal cortex, which is your decision-making skills. Which is why I say lust blinds you, but love just clouds you. A lot of men are scared to fall in love because of this, but you a slave to lust. Make it make sense. A lot of y'all don't realize that lust is a big determining factor as of why you are lacking in the financial department as well. You know, men put their pride in their pockets, but y'all still like to be slaves to lust. Make it make sense. Please and thank you. Moving on though. Learn to decipher connections. Just because you have a bond does not mean it's worth holding on to. Some people are in your life for a reason, in a season. Some people are karmics, meant to teach you lessons. You're meant to learn from them and move on. You're not meant to be with them for long periods of time or keep them around in your life for long periods of time. Learn that lesson and move on. That goes back to me saying get off that hamster wheel, Bookie. Yeah. But I digress. Stop procrastinating. But it hits a little deeper. Let's go into it. I'm going to have to read my notes on this one because it's a lot. So verbatim. But here's how you're going to do that first. Understand this. Your brain is trying to protect you. This is the neuroscience behind procrastination. Your brain equates growth with danger. So basically, when you start something new, your brain does not see it as success. It sees it as a risk because it's out of its norm, which means that it's out of its comfort zone, and your brain's job is to keep you safe. So what does that mean? That basically means that your brain is in survival mode when you're trying new activities, or when you can't understand why you want to start this workout journey but you can't seem to push yourself to get up and do it. Your brain is in survival mode, literally. Your limbic system is basically scanning for anything that feels unfamiliar, risky, or challenging, or even emotionally confrontational. Like, our brains are meant to protect us. Our brains are not going to push us out of our comfort zones. You can't always depend on motivation. You feel me? You gotta do what you know you're supposed to do, whether you feel like doing it or not. Because your brain is not gonna be like, oh yeah, this is not new and you want to do it and I think you should do it, your brain will be like, oh hell no, we don't do this. What is this? This something new? This is scary. We might die and stuff. So no. So basically your brain comes up with ways to signal you to stay safe, which can be procrastination. You understand? That's when you fall into the I'll do it later and I'll start over next week and I'll, you know, it's a neuroscience behind a lot of this shit, and there's also a spiritual aspect behind a lot of it. When you're feeling doubtful, like when you're about to start a new task and you can't understand why you just don't got the confidence to just get up and do it, but you know you want to do it, but you can't find the motivation to just do it, at that point in time, basically what's happening is in that point in time, basically what's happening is your amygdala is basically being hijacked by your prefrontal cortex, which I previously explained to you is your decision making and organizing and planning and strategy skill. So in layman's terms, this just means that your emotional brain is overriding your logical brain, and your body wants instant dopamine hits, right? Which comfort is that? Now, if you want to talk on a spiritual level, you could possibly be battling the demon of Belphegor. I was. The demon of Belphegor. I'll actually post a video right here. I'm going to let them tell you what the demon of Belphegor is.
Belphegor is a demon of sloth, and he doesn't just make you sit around and do nothing. He hijacks your thinking and he shifts how you see reality. Here are 3 ways Belphegor attacks you.
I realized I was battling
Number
this
1,
demon.
he makes you worship comfort.
Until
He convinces you that you've done enough, even if the needle hasn't moved 1 inch. He'll say you need more rest, you need more clarity, more peace, but really, he's
that pretty much sums it up of what Belphegor is, or Belphegor. I don't know if I'm saying it right because I ain't watching the video currently. This is probably something I threw in during editing, so I don't know. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but I believe it's Belphegor, Belphegor somebody, and it could be that you could be battling that. I would love to get more into spiritual content on my channel, so if that's something you look forward to, stay tuned. Last but not least, let's normalize people changing. People grow, people change, and I would never say nobody can't change or grow, because I'm somebody who changed and grew tremendously. The way I used to move, the way I used to think, the way I used to is completely different from the woman I currently am today. The girl I used to be couldn't even sit next to the woman I am today. Our morals and boundaries are completely different. You feel me? And so I would never be the one to say that people don't change or people can't change, because it is very, you know what I'm saying, it is very much so a possibility that people can change. But let's normalize people changing and it being okay, and not them being called fake or corny now, or they different now. I would hope you would be too. A lot of people say that about me, and it's because they never really cared to get to know me previously, so me changing, so they don't know that this is always who I've been. I ain't changed at all, other than physically. Nonetheless, let's normalize people changing and evolving. That's what you're here to do. You're supposed to evolve and change and become a better person. If you are not doing that, then you are not on the right path in life. You should not be the person you was last year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago, or even sometimes a few months ago. We are ever growing, evolving beings, especially as chosen ones. So let's normalize people changing and evolving without them being called different now or acting funny. We just might not be in alignment no more. I'm not acting funny, boo. We just ain't got shit to talk about. But nonetheless, that's what I wanted to get into with you guys for the new year or whatever. So those are just a few things to keep in mind this year, right? Let's have a prosperous and amazing year moving forward. Like, comment, and subscribe. Join Marie Mafia, and I will get with you on another video.